The silence in our home had become a language of its own, heavy with unspoken words and avoided glances. For months, something felt off. My wife, Sarah, was distant, always on her phone, smiling at texts that she'd quickly hide if I walked into the room. She started working late, had new work friends I never met, and our life together felt like it was fading into the background of hers. I tried to ignore it, to tell myself I was being paranoid, but the knot in my stomach just kept getting tighter. Every time I tried to talk to her, she'd turn it around on me. I was being insecure. I wasn't trusting. I was trying to control her. It was exhausting, like walking on eggshells in my own house. The woman I married, the one I shared every dream and fear with, was suddenly a stranger. I felt like I was losing my mind, questioning my own reality. But the little inconsistencies, the small lies that didn't quite add up, they were like breadcrumbs leading me down a path I was terrified to follow. One evening, after another tense dinner where she barely looked up from her phone, I knew I couldn't live like this anymore. The not knowing was eating me alive. I remember my heart pounding in my chest, my hands feeling cold and clammy. I had to know the truth, no matter how much it hurt. It was the only way to stop the madness. I waited for her to come to bed, my mind racing through 100 different scenarios, each one more painful than the last. She finally came into the room, sighing as if she'd had the hardest day, and got ready for bed without a word to me. She lay down, turned her back, and that was it. That was the moment. The air was thick with tension, and I knew if I didn't speak now, I never would. I took a deep breath, trying to keep my voice from shaking, and I looked at her silhouette in the dark. I decided not to ask about the late nights, the secret texts, or the new friends. I knew she had excuses ready for all of those. Instead, I remembered a small detail, something she mentioned weeks ago about a work conference in a nearby city. It was a detail so small, I hoped she hadn't prepared a lie for it. I asked her, "Hey, remember that hotel you stayed at for the conference? The one with the rooftop pool? My buddy's looking for a place to stay there. What was the name of it again?" The silence that followed was deafening, stretched for what felt like an eternity. I saw her shoulders tense up. She didn't move, didn't breathe. Then a small, choked sob broke the stillness. She slowly turned over, her face pale in the moonlight, tears streaming down her cheeks. She didn't have to say anything else. In that one moment, her inability to answer a simple, innocent question told me everything I needed to know. The affair was real. My world shattered right there in the darkness of our bedroom. Strangely, amidst the heartbreak, a sense of relief washed over me. The lying was finally over. Now, the healing could begin. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, know you're not alone. Hit that subscribe button for more real-life stories.